Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to another FxEdge Power Hour. Today's April 8th, 2013. I'm Marcello Ducille, and today we're going to do what I've done for years, which is an analysis of the markets and evaluation of our strategies, which are based upon the 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time close of our daily bars and our 4-hour bars. Thereafter, we will have a brief questions and answer session, so let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so I guess we're going to start with our STP series. That's what we're accustomed to doing. If I can find it. That's not it. Okay, STP series. Okay, so far so good, I would say, as far as the STP Euro Yen is concerned. Euro Dollar, let's talk about the Euro Dollar. We had a change from red to green, which gave us a buy signal. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong chart here. Okay, I thought that was a little odd. All right, so we had a change from red to green back here, and that actually gave us a signal for a buy, but that buy was not viable. So we did not take that buy. It was too much sell pressure, obviously, as we had a downtrend previously. We would need a lot more buy pressure for us to get into this trade. Didn't quite occur for us until right in here. This is pretty much where we figured that price would continue to move forward, and it has. On the day, was what I can say is that we'll get into a deeper analysis of what we think the Euro Dollar may do intraday. But as far as the Euro Dollar is concerned, STP-wise, we are currently flat in the market. We also have two touches right here on this 200 MA. So 1, 2 have they've not been able to pass this area of resistance here. We have a high at 130.38 and another one at 130.37. So that's very, very close. We haven't seen it either back away either. So we don't have a doji here, which is what we'd look for if we thought that price was going to come back down. So this is actually an ambiguous signal. There's a chance that price could continue to rise here. Let's get a test of these highs here, and that will tell us exactly more so of where price really wants to go as far as this Euro Dollar is concerned. But we've got to continue with the buy bias because we do not have anything to say otherwise. If we get another another candle here that stays inside of this range, then we may be looking at another range-based trade, another consolidation. Based on the breakout that we've had so far, I don't think that that is likely. I'm also an optimist. I really would like to see price go somewhere. So, you know, breaking out of this range here is key to the market really continuing. You know, it's key to us being able to take more profit. Also, it's also key to you know, really a continuation in what we've been seeing here. So we've got to see price break above this 200 and this 50 EMA. All right, and so that's that. Dollar Swiss continues. It looks the exact same as our Euro Dollar looks. Okay, very clear double top formation here. Okay, and that actually bodes very well for a continuation to the downside. So that makes the Euro Dollar buy look a lot more viable. We have almost the same thing here. We actually have an inside bar here, and so for me personally, a key to or a potential entry would be a break of the low of this big bar here, which would be the 93.11, you know, as an inside bar, and continuation down. That would be that would look like a good trade. Actually, 93.11 with a stop at about 93.60, so about 50 pip stop. That would be what I would look for in the Dollar Swiss. As far as having a trade here, we had a change from green to red, so we did get the direction right. What happened was, as we got here, our stop loss was barely touched, which was unfortunate. Somehow, barely touched, 66 pips here. We should have actually stayed in, I believe. They barely got us out. And then price continued on to the downside in our direction. I don't know if some of you actually still have this trade. There's a good chance that you may have. Actually, yeah, it's 52 pips was the volatility. We should have had a minimum volatility of 75 pips. and that is something that I just need to build into the STP5. It's no big deal. All right, so the pound dollar here, pound dollar. Basically, we had a change from red to green, got us into a buy. Got us into a buy trade. That would be yesterday. You can see here that we do have that railroad tracks formation right off of a 50 EMA. So that does actually give us reason to believe that there could be a sell-off of this pound dollar. And so, I mean, we have technically stayed within the range on this pound dollar. This is definitely, you know, just based off of what we're seeing here. We're at a strong resistance point, and we can see that the market reacted in a way that was in line with following in line with the range. So that makes you have to consider a potential sell-off of the pound dollar unless price continues to move up somehow. Unless we have a very dollar negative day, and then we can see price continue to move up. But right now it's showing us that it wants to sell off. This open candle here, if we do have a sell-off here, we will have a change from green to red, which will give us a sell. We don't have that right now, so we'll have to wait and see. All right, pound yen. Pound yen was interesting. We hit our first take profit relatively quickly. Price came back down, though, unfortunately, closed us out at break even before continuing on for a massive 500 pips. You know, it happens sometimes. We've had a continuous move to the upside here on this pound yen, and it doesn't look like it wants to stop right now. We kind of saw this coming. I mean, we had a bounce here, a bounce again here, and then a push north. So I mean, it's really absolutely stayed in line with what it's done. It's got a 50-200. We have the 50 EMA cross above the 200. We have price action that's staying above the 50 and the 200. Certainly, we did have a couple days of down move here, and then man, it just took off. So. And broke the high, so we are back in trending on the pound yen. There are definitely some trades to look for on that pound yen going forward. All right, so here's our Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, we don't have a STP trade. All right, so we do have a bounce off of this 50 and this 200 EMA, which have served for the time being as an area of support. Okay, and so it's both been support and resistance for us consistently. And so what we're looking for here, this definitely gives us a buy bias. We're going to be looking for price to move back up potentially to the 1.0460 area, perhaps higher, even higher. But no STP trade there. All right, so you can see this red line here. That means that we got into a buy trade here on the euro yen. We got into it because we had a change from red to green. We got us into a buy. This one did survive, unlike the pound yen. And the first day was a massive, beautiful day for traders. Next day was also lovely. We actually had a maximum adverse excursion of 76 pips, and then price just took off. We're up currently 469 pips, as you can see here. All right, let's move on to our 4-hour trade. So, guys, basically we had a 4-hour trade here. It was a buy. Gets us in 51 pips of risk, goes up, hits its first take profit. We have a 12-bar trailing stop, and we're still in that trade. 65 pips up. IBL Rev candles. We had a 3-bar IBL here looking for a reversal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have a reversal, so we did not get into a trade there. I'll pull it up. All right, let's take a look at our FxEdge Quattro. All right, so you can see I've got all sorts of stuff on this FxEdge Quattro. Initially, guys, what we had was we had a channel that we were inside of. I was hoping for a bounce off of it again, and we did. We got a bounce off of it right down here, actually. We bounced, gave us a nice reversal candle here. This was a great entry, 129.27. If you're on Tried Forex, you would know exactly what trades we had as far as that was concerned. And then price continued to move up. Okay, and so that's what we've been. We've been in an uptrend here. And you can see here that we had a couple moves. We had a change from red to green here, gave us a buy. Okay, then we got a sell. The sell did well for us here. Then we had a change from red to green again, and that's another buy trade, and I'll tell you exactly how that worked out. About 30 pips of risk. Price moves up, 12-bar trailing stop, comes down within 27 pips of our stop, doesn't quite hit it. We're still in this trade, guys, on the FxEdge Quattro. You can see that we're currently up 138 pips on about a 30-pip trade. It also gave us an add-on. We had an add-on, so if you missed the first one, you would have gotten an opportunity here. And obviously there was a pullback. It's about 30 pips of risk. Came very, very close to hitting the stop loss. We're back in action here, and it's just about 11 pips down. So, but the real trade is that first one I showed you, which is currently up right now, 138 pips. All right, so that is where we're at. Let's take a look at some of our other things. The STP is it needs to make a comeback right now. Because we've had such a consolidation, hopefully we will have some really good trades coming up, and if we do have a continuation of this market movement to the upside, it will definitely give us the opportunity to make up the deficit and really get to where we were before. As you guys know, last year we had a great 2012. We finished the year with over 200% plus in profits, and we're looking for something like that this year as well. We'll wait and see. If we do get a big breakout, we had a big consolidation. If we have a big breakout, we should be able to muster that as well. All right, so let's take a look at the ATR Sniper. Honestly, don't want to be anticlimactic, but the Triple Threat 3X is currently flat in the market. And so let's go to the ATR Sniper. ATR Sniper, you can see here that we're still in the trade. We jumped into a trade all the way down here. This was our trade. This was our entry. Should be boxed. But I restarted the platform, so it's not boxed. It hasn't boxed it. You can see where our entry is here. Very nice entry. It's actually really at the turn of the market at about 128.50, so 128.44. And then you can see here we had another opportunity here, but this was much better. And we're currently up in the market. We had a maximum favorable excursion. Let me talk about that first. Of about 200 pips on this ATR Sniper, and we're currently at 168 pips. Okay, and we've locked in profit of about 56 pips. All right, so that's where we are on the ATR Sniper. Hi, somehow my STP 5-pound yen still in the trade. Excellent. That's awesome, Dion. All right. Yeah, that makes sense, Bond. You're right. The IBO Rev buy at 1.3023. That's about right. You should have done well on the IBO Rev. We don't even offer it, nor the FxEdge Quattro. Apparently, we haven't sold them. But the IBO Rev has had a spectacular 2012, and actually is having a very good 2013 as well. Yeah, there is a buy there definitely on that as well. All right, so having said that, guys, we're currently up big pippin, if you will, on ATR Sniper, and we are doing well on the other stuff as well. I'm looking for, we kind of have what looked like a double top here on this euro dollar, but price hasn't really responded to it. Your ATR Sniper closed out on Sunday. Did you restart it? If it turned out and closed out on Sunday, let's see why I would do that. There's no reason for it to do that. Let's see. You can restart. If you guys are using 104B, restart your computers or restart your terminals. That's what I'd recommend. we did update the server, and perhaps it didn't refresh on your side. There'll be another big push, I believe, on the ATR sniper coming up. All right, guys, that pretty much sums it up. I look forward to seeing you guys next time for another edition of the FxEdge Power Hour. I'll be back here tomorrow. All the best. Bye-bye.